Hello guys, welcome to episode 12 of our FC Player Career Mode here on the channel. If you didn't watch Wednesday's episode, go back and watch that because it was a very interesting episode. We started off with a draw against Wrexham. We absolutely dominated against Morecambe, played some of our individual best football, and then Newport County came to the Keepmoor and absolutely stuffed us 4-2. We weren't very impressed at all with that. Table-wise, we are in 15th now, in fact. We're in 15th. 35 points. We are a good, what are we, 5 points off the playoffs? So a lot of work to do. We kick off against Notts County today. We will then be going to Grimsby at home, and then we've got Walsall away. So we've got 3 games for you once again. We are in the starting lineup, as you can see on the top left-hand side of the screen. No skill points to apply, so we're going to get straight into it in the defensive midfield role, and Tommy Rowe is back in the side against Notts County.
The stage is set and the tension is palpable. 90 minutes of what should be highly entertaining and absorbing football to come. And it would take a very brave person indeed to predict the outcome.
It's a very quiet atmosphere at Notts County at this moment in time. We're going to go for the 7 passes completed. We should do that by time first 10 minutes is up. We did beat Notts County last time out, I believe, so hopefully we can do the double over them this season, but it's not going to be easy at all, especially with the firepower they've got, but we will get chances against them, I believe. We have the ball in midfield, play into close, that goes out to Sterry. Sterry into close once again, back into Sterry, Ironside. I mean, they were a nice pass into us there, really. Sterry goes back into Ironside, plays it into Miller. Miller looks to strike it right-footed, it's blocked well, and the main will clear away. Notts County down our right-hand side with Randall. It were a nice ball inside the full-back. We're marking on the edge of the box. He's choosing to go backwards here into Scott. More defending to do. There's 2 of our guys here. We've got 2 to mark on the edge of the box. Palmer is one of them. It's into Crowley. Crowley, edge of the box. We spotted that. An absolute mile off. And then we get the ball back in some position from close. Do manage to defend it well, but we spotted that pass a mile off. It was that is a tackle and a half from us, to be fair. And we pass it off as well. That were a lovely tackle. Stepped in, saw the heavy touch. And now we can come away with Tommy Rowe down the left-hand side into Miller. Miller takes a heavy touch. He's never going to catch that. Overestimating his pace a little bit, I think. Notts County down our left-hand side. More defending to be done. Crowley now into Nemain. Little rollover into Palmer. Palmer with a lovely back heel. Maxwell's got it. Plays it into Jones. We're comfortable playing out, although we're not. Anderson belts it into touch, which I was hoping Jones was going to do. And Lola has been dropped after conceding 4 goals in that last game. So our coach been pretty ruthless. I don't think Lola could have done much about many of them, to be fair, against Newport. But Notts County have it again down our right-hand side into Palmer. Palmer. More defending to do. We are just ushering things outside the box here. Scott thought he might fancy a shot. Didn't. Back into Palmer. Notts County with the overloads here. Randall. Back into Palmer. Back into Crowley. Into the main who strikes it. Jones does very well. Maxwell will take a touch and belt it away. We're doing a hell of a lot of defending as we're now at right back against Palmer, who manages to dink it past us. Anderson, we offer ourselves that we are just going to try and drag this away a little bit here because we've been under a lot of pressure. And if we can just keep hold of possession, which I'm hoping we might be able to, which we do just about, into Sterry, just settling things down a little bit for Doncaster. And is it going to pay dividends? Because Rowe now has it. There was a pass into Miller. He chose not to use it. But Rowe's going to go into Ironside. Oh, and if he just knocks that off to us, we could have been in. 37 minutes, still 0-0. We see a ball right-hand side. And what a ball that is. Into Sterry. Sterry now back into close. We've meandered into the midfield here. Close. Is he going to come back? He isn't. He's going to knock an interesting ball into the middle. Baldwin, I mean, oh, we had to try and clear it. We get absolutely shafted on the edge of the box. We will have a free kick, won't we? No. Into Rowe. Miller. Back into Rowe. There's a pass into Ironside. Ironside on his left foot. Chooses to go back to Tommy Rowe. Into close. Strikes it side netting. I would have rather had the free kick on the edge of the box. But I got the... I could see my name in lights. If that dropped to me and we managed to scissor kick it on the volley into the top left-hand corner, yeah, we could have stopped the series there. And that will be half-time. Notts County 0, Doncaster 0. Not a bad away performance. We've rode us luck a bit at times, but we are growing into this. Second half then, let's hope we can be a bit more attacking in the second half. But like I said, Notts County have got the impetus. They are at home. And we've not been bad in that first half. 6.7 rating, I'll take that. The Notts County coming forward again, very, very well indeed. And here he is again, the man, the aforementioned man who plays it into Palmer. This time it goes past us. They find a gap. And Longstaff, how is he free on the edge of our 6-yard box? We've dropped far too deep. And Macaulay Langstaff scores the goal that puts Notts County in front here at the county ground. Let's have a little look. It's a first time pass. And Anderson just loses his man. Alulu drops too deep. Jones no chance. Notts County 1, Doncaster 0. That's disappointing. Played out left to Maxwell. There's a pass into Miller, and that is a splitting pass into Ironside. He's got to score. He does score, and we deserve all the credit for that, because that pass into Miller, spotted it, executed it, and that has got us right back into this game. Let's just have a little look. We're not going to get to view that pass in all its glory, but there's Joe Ironside, right-footed, centre of the goal, and never going to miss. Doncaster 1, Notts County 1. Notts County come forward again. Palmer, we're out of position. Langstaff, but Richard Wood does very well, and we just tell Jones to absolutely hoof it. It comes back into Langstaff though. Crowley, back into Scott, edge of the box. I assumed he were going to pass it back inside. He did. It's into Crowley again. Two runners block it off. Macaulay Langstaff now. Down the right-hand side, we get the foot in. We're going to try and play it to the right-hand side. Sterry just about gets there. Anderson, there's no options for Anderson at this moment. I'm hoping he's going to manage to maintain possession. He is. Sterry, we're trying to offer some sort of support, and we're just going to tell him to whack this. And Jones does just about into Ben Close, and we will go into Miller, and we can break here. Ironside, back into Miller. Miller takes a lovely touch, and oh my word, I thought we were away from Baldwin. Back into Ironside, we're behind him as he goes into Ben Close. Possibly needed a backward pass then rather than a put forward one to maintain that attack, but Anderson picks it back up. We ask for it in possession. Going to Ironside, back into Miller. Miller tries to go back into us. We get into a tackle. We pick it up on the edge of the box. We're going to skip past the defender. We're going to hit it. And it's a cracking save from Stone. But my word, we are integral to this Doncaster attack at the moment. Notts County come forward again. Scott, but we win it back very, very well. And then we see the pass into Miller. Now Ben Close. Could there be a last-minute goal here for Doncaster? It's into Sterry. Back into Close. Back into Sterry. Look at the space we're in on the edge of the box. It's crossed in. Oh, and Tommy Rowe. What a save from Stone. We are going to get one last chance. We're going to ask for it. It's whipped in well. Richard Wood's on it. It's headed away. Anderson can head this down, which he... Oh, and if the referee gives us another couple of seconds, we take a touch and strike it. But that has been a very positive performance from us. We'll have a little look at our match performance. And we do get... we got the full match, so we got the 93 minutes. We did get a 28 passes. We got a match rating of 8.6, so we will get another skill point. And we got a pass accuracy of 86%. Not too bad at all. We played a vital move in that first goal. So next up, it's Grimsby. 8.6 then in our last game. That means we can put another skill point on. We're going to go for acceleration. Just to bring us up to 65. It will help with the interceptions. It will help us getting forward a little bit as well, and possibly just skipping away from someone when we want to ping a pass. We are once again in the starting lineup for this game at home. Rose back in the starting 11, so pretty much unchanged. Game at home against Grimsby. We should be looking to win this one, really. As we can see in the dressing room, we're all very much up for this as the Grimsby players come out away at the Keepmoor. Tommy Rowe has been an inspiration in this midfield as well. Him, Close and me, I think we've got a very, very good midfield for this division. And we are going to say regain the ball 4 times because we've been good at that. So here we are then, Grimsby at home. Let's see what we can do here. And early doors, we come down the left-hand side. Rowe into Miller. I mean, Ironside's absolutely free in the middle. He strikes it, and Jake Eastwood, the former Sheffield United goalkeeper, gets a very good couple of hands to it, pushes it wide, but it's a good early start at a sun-soaked Keepmoor Stadium. It's headed away to Aluwu. Aluwu plays into Rowe. We're just in the way here. Richard Wood strikes it just past the left-hand post. Why not? Ironside into Close. Close is away into the Grimsby penalty area. It's struck well. Close will have it back. And he's going to be offside, unfortunately, but we carved Grimsby open there. 12 minutes gone. We are looking very much in control of this football match. And it's not long, and we're just going to hopefully just nod that down to Wood. And we do so beautifully before hopefully playing a ball. We don't. He gets under his feet a little bit, and we are dispossessed. As we look for a Luwu to possibly win it. But Mo Isa is in the middle and scores, and we have to hold his hands up. We gave the ball away in midfield. And how often does this happen in the game? I mean, come on, we gave the ball away. It wasn't the worst position, but they sprung. They get past Anderson, and Mo Isa absolutely slams it in. Beautiful goal, great finish. It's Doncaster 0, Grimsby 1, and the Doncaster fans might be getting a bit restless because remember, they saw us lose 4-2 to Newport last time out. Mo Isa coming forward again for Grimsby. He's looking exceptionally dangerous. It's into Clifton. Defending to be done here. Richard Wood going man to man. It's into Malarkey. Back to Isa, who will look for the strike. It's blocked well by Luwu, and now we've got to break as these Doncaster fans roaring us on. We take a heavy touch and we give it away again. We are not playing well here at home to Grimsby. And really, it's all Grimsby at this moment. We had a positive start, but the last 10 minutes since the goal, we've looked a little bit shaky, but Tom Anderson deals with that particularly well. Lawler's back in goal, and it's whacked away to the right-hand side. Grimsby coming down this right-hand side, left-hand side again. We do manage to win it, but then we are under a lot of pressure here. We can't really play out of this. We do play it to Maxwell, left-hand side. We will offer ourselves for an option again. In fact, we will now demand it. Play it against to Anderson. But yeah, difficult game this so far. Grimsby still winning and looking in complete control. We've not got our usual style of football winners. We play it into Ironside. Ironside holds it well. Now into Miller, back into Sterry. It's a lovely ball around the corner. Miller will shoot and Miller will score. And after being under par for most of that first half, that could be a huge goal from George Miller for Doncaster. Let's have a little look at the replay. It was Sterry down the right-hand side. He played it in. There's Miller. And to be fair, left-footed strike. Keeper no chance. Doncaster 1, Grimsby 1. Undeserved. Houlihan though for Grimsby. They're trying to get an instant response at the end of this first half. Rose. We do manage to get in there. We try not to lose possession. We can see Rowe. It's cleared away. And that will be half-time. Defending to do. We're holding his hands up because that has been possibly one of our worst performances in terms of retaining possession. But much improvement needed in this second half. Miller down the left-hand side. He's never going to catch that. Oh, he is. He is going to catch it. Joe Ironside shoots. Joe Ironside scores. I thought Miller was never going to catch that in a million years. But my word, we said we needed an improvement in the second half. And it looks like we've just got it. Let's have a look at this. Because I really didn't think he was going to get this. Let's have a look. Down the left-hand side, whatever their defender's doing, it's into Ironside. And Ironside near post. All the confidence in the world. Doncaster 2, Grimsby 1. Just what we needed at the start of this second half. Sterry goes into us in the midfield. We take a couple of touches. And believe it or not, we have been dispossessed again in the midfield. I don't know why we are struggling so badly. We've won it back this time. We're looking for a pass. I'm just wanting to get rid of it, if I'm honest. We get into Ironside. There's a pass into Miller. But we are totally under pressure in this midfield. And we're not coping with it at this moment in time. We're on a 7.4. More for his defensive duties than anything. As Richard Wood goes into us, we're looking for passes left, right and centre. We play it into Anderson. But yeah, difficult moments at this moment. Of course, we play on this pro camera. Yeah, it does limit his vision at times. But it is a little bit more realistic than the sort of television camera. As we go into Sterry, and possibly we're going to work this well. Miller down the right-hand side. We're just going to peel off to the edge of the box. Close tries to find us for some reason, and Mo Isa. But we do, one thing we have done well this game is we've not retained it well, but we have won it very well at times. Sterry down the right-hand side. Can he get a cross in? We're again on the edge of the box. It's crossed in. It's going to be a corner to Doncaster. We will be making a substitution as Miller comes off. For Schaffler, we're going to make a run towards this near post. It's going to be headed away well by Houlihan. Edge of the box again, close into Ironside. Strikes it. Rowe goes towards. We're going to get a chance to strike it. And that's possibly as poor a strike as you're going to see this episode. 63 minutes gone. Into the last 10 minutes. Khan down our right-hand side. Into Conte. We've got more defending to do here. It's into Houlihan. Is he going to manage to do anything? It's out to our left-hand side now. Clifton. Clifton. Maxwell's marking him. We are trying to do some defending. Richard Wood hoofs it away, and that will do at this moment in time as Joe Ironside can't hold it. But Tommy Rowe can pick that up, and Maxwell will now take it away down the left-hand side into Ironside. And here is Rowe, now Schaffler, now close. He's got Sterry outside him. He chooses not to use him really when he should have done. We're just going to hold back here. We're on the edge of the box again. It's crossed in, headed away by Rogers. There's a little cheeky pass into Ben Close, who strikes it. It's going to be picked up by Oluwu, who does exceptionally well into Ben Close. Now Tommy Rowe. Ironside, it's blocked away, and Grimsby will just about clear. 2 minutes of added time here at the end of this half. We're just dropping back in to this midfield role. We need to hold on here. 1 minute to go as Meyer comes forward in to Ainley. Back out to Clifton, and it's going to be one last attack for Grimsby by the looks of things, but they are going backwards, and we are going to have done enough to get the win. And it's got to be said, after a sloppy first half performance, we have done very well to win that game, and we've actually come away with quite a good match rating as well, it must be said. So let's just have a quick look at what we did as we trundle off, looking rather pleased, waving to the fans who were very much booing us in the last game. It's a 7.9 rating with 25 passes completed, 86% pass accuracy, and we played 92 minutes. So decent all-round final game at Walsall coming right up.
This is when it really hits home. Kick-off time almost upon us. A colossal game featuring two teams who demonstrably belong on the big...
We beat Walsall at home in the last game we played against, so we beat them 2-1. We are going to go with avoid conceding, keeping a clean sheet. So we beat them at home. Can we beat them at their ground? If we can, it would round off a pretty decent episode. We have the ball early, left-hand side of the pitch. We play it into Maxwell. Maxwell's going to go back to us. It's not the easiest ball in the world to control. We play it to the right-hand side. We managed to shrug off the midfielder. Ben Close down the right-hand side. Plays it into us. I'm not quite sure what that pass were. We're trying to go for a little dink into Miller, who's got it anyway. Goes into Tommy Rowe. Tommy Rowe back into Miller. Miller's going to strike it. It's blocked. It's into Close. We're still on the edge of the box. I mean, we're going to ask for this now, because I reckon there's an opportunity to get a strike on goal here. And there is, but it's blocked well by Walsall, but Sterry will pick it up. Interestingly, we've just signed a new right back on loan from Hull. So Sterry's got a little bit more competition at right wing back now, but early doors here. Good possession for Doncaster. Just pull back a little bit. There's a pass to the left-hand side, and find the pass he does into Maxwell. Chooses to take a touch inside into Rowe. Now Miller goes into us. We're looking for a pass once again. We play it to the right-hand side, and Sterry back into Ironside. Ironside into Close. Close does very well. Miller's in, right-footed, left-hand side of the goal. And Miller, that first touch, gave him every opportunity to make it 1-0 to Doncaster. He enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. Let's have a little look at the replay. It's a pass from Ironside, but look at this touch. Close does very well. And that is it. First touch, left foot, right foot. 1-0 to Doncaster away at Walsall. Walsall come forward again down our right-hand side. Gordon is in, and what a save that is from Lawler. To be fair, we've seen a few of those go in at the near post, but that was some save as Daniels now picks it up into Earing, back into Johnson. Johnson into Stirk, and Lawler makes a good save. He's justifying his selection, and that number one on his back is Lawler at the moment. Is it going to be a cross into the box this time? It is. And it's headed by Daniels, and it's just wide. Goal kick. Walsall coming forward. End of the first half. Johnson takes a little touch into Earing. We can see a nice little pass to Johnson. He chooses not to use it. Here comes Draper. Edge of the box. It's into Hutchinson. We've got two runners round him. Sterry does very, very well indeed. And that will be a good first half away performance. Walsall are 1-0 down at home. And again, defensively sound at the moment with a little bit of help from us goalkeeper. Early doors, second half. Walsall coming forward. Johnson, edge of the box. It's a good footing, to be fair, by Sterry. Richard Wood, calm and composed. Walsall pressing us a little bit at the moment, but to be fair, we have played out of that beautifully. It's a difficult ball to the left. Maxwell will get on it. But yeah, we played out of that rather well, and we've won a throw-in up the pitch. So we are doing just enough at the moment as the away side to hold on to this 1-0 lead as it comes into us here. We're going to take a couple of touches. It's a bad tackle on us. We skip past him, and that is going to be a booking for the Walsall man, is it? No, it's not. He's going to get away with that one. Tackle from behind. A little bit disappointing. Walsall coming forward again. Knowles down the left-hand side into McEntee. McEntee, oh, he tried to pick that one up from Earring. Draper goes for the strike. It's a great block from Anderson. I think that would have been a goal for Walsall, definitely. But then we do have another corner to defend here. It's crossed into the box. We get the header on it, and it's cleared away. We are just now going to sit in as Walsall will come again. It's back into Knowles. Road as well, as does Maxwell. Can he keep hold of this? I'm going to tell him to whack it. There's no need to take a risk here. Move out, push out. And we've got Stirk now in possession. Maxwell now, hands behind the back into Knowles. He needs to make this block. He needs to stop the pass. It's crossed in. Draper gets the header, and that is just not good enough from the left back, allowing him to get the cross in. And it has been all Walsall this last 10 minutes. But let's just have a little look at this, because I'm a little bit disappointed. He was standing him up, and somehow he's managed to shift it past him, cross it in. Aluwu and Anderson missing it. Lawler no chance. Clean sheet gone. 1-1. Sterry into close, down the right-hand side, looking for an instant response. Ironside. Oh, if that goes to Tommy Rowe, again we can make a move as Draper plays it away down the right-hand side to Gordon. We've got more defending to do here. Anderson trying to shape him, stand him up, sorry. It goes back into Hutchinson. I reckon this could go to the edge of the box. It does. It's left to Knowles, who strikes it. It's 2-1 Walsall, and we have totally capitulated in the last 5 minutes. We went across to cover our man. I felt that there were somebody let them run off the back of him, and Walsall have certainly took the opportunity. Let's have a look. We're across. Keep your eye on the number 9. Doesn't decide to go with him, and then it's a simple pass into the 10. Richard Wood can't do anything about it, and it's Walsall 2, Doncaster 1, Knowles the goal scorer. We've ended up playing centre forward here for a moment. We play it back into Miller, who plays it into Tommy Rowe, who had so much more time than he thought he got. Maxwell comes off, probably deservedly so after that goal we've conceded. But yeah, I mean, Tommy Rowe had got all the time in the world to take that down. As we are pressing here with Ironside. Evans, their goalkeeper, hoofs it long. I'm hoping there's going to be somebody underneath it. There is. It's Anderson. We play it into Close. Close goes into Rowe, into Ironside. Miller's on. Miller's in. Miller scores, and he is literally, he is such a finisher. He's George Miller. Ironside into Miller. We are back on level terms, and all down to this man George Miller. Takes a touch, left foot, strikes it on his right, outside of the box. Goalkeeper no chance. Still got a chance of winning this. Oh, Johnson, Hutchinson, into Draper. More defending to do. Hutchinson, we're there to block. As he's Stirk on the edge of the box, he's found Draper. It's into Johnson. And it's 3-2 Walsall, and I've got to say, defensively, this has been an absolute shambles. And I can't even say any more than that, because, I mean, let's have a little look at this. Straight away, we on the edge of the box, it's played in. We're not touch tight. It falls to Johnson, who's possibly looking to be on the pitch after an earlier tackle on us. But Danny Johnson, it's 3-2 to Walsall. Sterry's coming off. And we've got to do it all over again. It's into Ironside. Ironside, touchdown to Baghdadi, who's just come onto the pitch. Not quite sure what he was trying to do, but their keeper's going to tidy that up. And now Close should be able to nod this down to us, which he does. They close us down, but we're a little bit too quick for them. There's an option to the right-hand side. There's an option to the left in Molyneux. Molyneux will go back to Rowe. We're on the edge of the box. This time we're going to strike it. It's blocked. And I felt it were a decent effort. I don't know if it were going to go in, but it felt a decent strike, as the keeper will now pick it up, and we're just going to trot back as Walsall play our 89 minutes on the clock. We do win it back. Right, down the right-hand side, we can see it's in to Baghdadi, sorry, now into Close, now into George Miller, and George Miller equalises, and I think we've got to say we will take a point here at Walsall. Close does very well. It's Miller again, right footer strike, bottom left-hand corner. George Miller has been outstanding. In fact, he's got his hat-trick, has George Miller. It is the George Miller show here. And now, just for the last minute or so, let's just hold out. Or can we? Or can we? I mean, we're not having a foul for that. We're not having a foul for that. Walsall come forward through Danny Johnson. Strick on the edge of the box. We hack him down. It's going to be Knowles, Richard Wood and Aluwu is going to clear, hopefully. Just whack it away, boys. And that is going to be a yellow card for us. We're going to pick that up just at the very end. It's a hat-trick for George Miller. That was some game to finish off the episode, weren't it? Let's have a look at our stats. That yellow card's going to go against us at the end. But I felt that tackle on Ironside were a shocker. And we've sort of retaliated. A little bit petulant, maybe. 7.7. We played 94 minutes. 22 passes completed and 88% passing accuracy. So a draw to end the episode. 2 draws and a win. We're unbeaten again. Moving up that table. Right, so we've had a little message from our agent saying that the scout has seen as much as he needs to. Now, let's have a look at what he's seen so far this episode. And we'll bring that up now on screen if we possibly can. So what he's seen this episode, he's seen us draw away at Notts County, he's seen us win at home to Grimsby and draw away at Walsall. We're putting some decent performances, a 7.9 and a 7.7 in there. We did get the man of the match in a couple of those as well. So he's seen us putting some decent performances. Now let's have a little look to see if we've got any more clubs that we are interested in. And we have, because we only had 3 before. We've got Ankara Guku in the Turkish league. I've butchered that announcement. We've got Radom in the Polish league. We've got Blue Weiss Linz in the German leagues. And we have got Aberdeen in the Scottish league. And we've already completed everything for Aberdeen. So we could sign for Aberdeen at the end of this season. To be fair, they are the only one at this moment, apart from the one MKE, who I can't pronounce. If I do go to that club, I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce it. So it's a choice between Turkey and Scotland at the moment for our player. Let's just have a quick look at the league table. We're up into 12th behind Bradford City. And we are on 40 points and Tranmere on 43. So we're just tagging onto the back of the playoff picture. Stockport leading the way from Mansfield. It's very, very close between the top 4 at this moment in time. On the next episode and on next Monday's episode, we go into February. We've got Crew Alex at home, then we've got Tranmere away. That could be a big, big game. And then MK Dons away as well. So, good start to next episode. We will be in the starting 11 once again. I hope you've enjoyed that episode. We've had some cracking moments in there. Please like and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Ta-ra.